This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is June 7th, 2021. We're performing a waistline and sewer line inspection through the 3-inch cleanout on the left-hand side of the house. Here's the cleanout, and there was a red cleanout cap. And this is going toward the backyard. And this is going toward the front gate, going toward the street, right next to the air conditioning condenser. So we're going to zero out our camera monitor right at the opening so we get a good accurate reading. And we are at 2133 Magnolia Street, Simi Valley, California, 93065. So we're going to enter the clean out. We got a little bit of debris in here. Got some cobwebs and such. So we're going to go ahead and that may not be it. Not sure quite what that is, but I don't think that that's the clean out. So we're going to have to pause for a moment.
Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to the roof. We did attempt to go through a 3-inch ABS cleanout on the left-hand side of the house, and we also tried to go through a 2-inch ABS cleanout on the left-hand side of the house, and we were unable to get past those points. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out from the roof. So we're going to zero out our camera monitor here. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and continue to push out, and again attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So it does appear that we are dropping down what appears to be cast iron vent pipe, and we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and let's see our bathrooms here. That was our bathtub area there. And again, it does appear to be cast iron waistline. Cast iron waistline does appear to have quite a bit of debris and build up throughout the cast iron. And then it does appear that we transition into what appears to be vitreous clay. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, what we'll do is we'll continue to push out, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and then from there we'll pull back and take a good look at the line. So we're going to go ahead and continue to push out, make a little bit of a turn. We're approximately 54 feet on our camera monitor, and again we are still in the vitreous clay, and we are running some water to help us push out, but again we are pushing through a vent pipe on the roof. So what we'll do is we'll push out to approximately 70 feet, and we'll pause there and locate that area. Again, we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we are on the, if you're facing the house, we're on the right hand side of the house, just on the back side of the garage. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to push out and attempt to get out as far as we can, and again possibly reach our city sewer tie-in. Okay, we went ahead and located this area here, and it is on the right-hand side of the house, just at the front of the property in the grass, and it is right at the edge of the brick pavers and the grass, and we did mark this area with an orange flag at 3 foot, 1 inches deep. So again, we're going to pause our mic here. Okay, we went ahead and pushed out, and unfortunately we're unable to push out past this point, 95 feet 0 inches on the camera monitor. And this is just due to the overall amount of turns, and that we are pushing through a vent pipe on the top of on the roof. So again, we're just going to go ahead and pull back. And what we'll do is we'll pull back and pull back closer to the house, just next to the fence in the planter area. We'll mark an area there, which would be a good location for a mainline sewer cleanout. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. Okay, we did make another attempt to continue to push out, and as you can see, we did push out, and it does appear that we pushed out into what appears to be the test tee, and it does appear that we're possibly transitioning to what appears to be green SCR sewer piping. So again, I don't think we're going to be able to jump up and over this offset here, so we're going to pause here for a moment. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. I'm going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 4 foot 11 inches deep, just to the right of the house on the sidewalk, and we did mark it with a red crayon. We're going to also place an orange flag to identify the area. And again, so what we're going to do is we're going to pause our mic here, turn our locator on, and we're going to pull back, and we're going to pull back slowly, and we're going to locate an area at the front of the house that would be a good place for a mainline sewer cleanout. So we're going to pause our mic here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we are in vitreous clay. Again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. That joint appeared to be in fair condition. Again, we still have a little more water running. So that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Again, I'm going to pause for a moment and just let some more of this water run down. We got to let it. Okay, we did pause this for a moment in this area here, and it does appear that we are holding water. We did shut our water down, and as we pulled back through the vitreous clay, and as we pulled back a little bit further, we appeared that we are holding water. So again, we're just going to pause here for a moment and let a little bit of this water to see if it runs down, or if it's just going to hold water in that area. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we're just going to pull back slowly. Again, it did appear that we are holding a little bit of water in that area. So again, we pull back slowly. And again, we did shut our water down, but we still appear to be holding some water in this area in the vitreous clay. As you can see, it does appear to be a flat area. As you can see there, we pull up and out of the belly area. And again, so we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And continue to pull back. As you can see, we do have quite a bit of buildup and a little bit of debris there on the side of the vitreous clay. You can see in this area here has been holding water for some time as well, and a lot of that debris and buildup is just built up along the side of the vitreous clay. Again, we're just going to continue to pull back, and we got a little bit of the neoprene band exposed in that joint. Then we continue to pull back. We make a little bit of a turn. And again, as you can see in this area as well, it does appear that we do have some buildup and debris in the vitreous clay as well. Continue to pull back. Again, once we get to the office, we will take our time and we'll look at this really well. We make a little bit of a turn. It does appear that makes quite a few turns. And pause there. It does appear that we're transitioning back into our cast iron waistline. And as you can see here, our cast iron waistline does have quite a bit of debris, a lot of buildup, a lot of scaling. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, you can see that we do have quite a bit of buildup and scaling throughout the cast iron waistline. And again, very difficult because again, we are running through a cast iron vent pipe located on the roof. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And it does appear that we're coming up and out of our vent pipe. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to attempt to run through a 2-inch ABS cleanout that's located on the right-hand side of the house, just behind the garage. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to switch cameras. We're going to switch over to a larger camera and attempt to push out from the vent and see if we can get up and over that offset in the vitreous clay to what appear to be Orangeburg. Our green SDR 35 sewer piping, and we're trying to get past that offset there. So what we'll do is we're going to pause our mic here. We're going to pause our video for a moment, and we're going to switch cameras. So we'll pause here. Okay, again, we went ahead and switched our camera to a larger camera with a little bit stiffer of a cable, larger camera. And what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to push all the way through and get all the way out past the vitreous clay to what appears to be green STR35 sewer piping. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our mic here. This is our vent pipe here. So we're just going to go ahead and drop down. Go ahead. And we're just going to pause our mic. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we did push all the way out to our city sewer tie-in there. As you can see, that is our city sewer tie-in. And again, it does appear that we are in green SDR sewer piping. And again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And pull back slowly here. We did flush the toilet just to get a little bit of water running to help try to keep our camera lens clear and probably push out some of the debris. And we're just continuing to pull back slowly. And we are transitioning back into our vitreous clay. We did mark this area at 4 foot 11 inches deep, and this is on our sidewalk area here. And this area here, as you can see, we do have an offset in that area. That area would need to be excavated and repaired. Just over time, you're going to catch debris, build up in that area, and possibly cause a soft stoppage. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And the vitreous clay appeared to have a few joints that had a couple neoprene bands exposed in the joints, and we are again pulling back from the roof, so again it's a little difficult, but we're just going to go ahead and oh, okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we are running along the right-hand side of the house, coming around the rear of the property. And again, we just continue to pull back. And we do have a little bit of a belly in this area here. As you can see, we are holding water in this area. And we're just going to continue to pull back, and eventually we come up and out of our belly. Back, and again, as you can see, we are still holding water in that area. Now we come up and out of that belly area there, and then we need to pull back, and we pull back into another what appears to be a short belly in this area. You can see quite a bit of the debris and build up along the side of the vitreous clay, as you can see there. And we make a little bit of a turn. Again, you do have a little bit of offset in those joints there. And again, we're going to continue to pull back. Joint appeared to be in fair condition. And again, once we get back to the office, we can pull back, we can pause our videos, we can take a really good look at all the joints. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Make a little bit of a turn. And a little bit of offset in that joint there. And we transition back into our cast iron waistline. And our cast iron waistline does have quite a bit of debris, a lot of scaling, a lot of buildup. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Again, we are coming up our vent pipe, and we're going to come up and out of our vent pipe, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.